And welcome everybody to the Belgian Grand Prix. I'll be your host today, Doctor, and today we'll be watching now that with the Alpine DVD going in, and already our first retirement of the race is Ace for McLaren. They are definitely not going to have a good race today. Hopefully they can do a good season. And we have the Red Bull of Jim himself, hoping to maybe score 1 point in this race and giving Red Bull that 1 point. But with an invalid lap time, he is going to have to try out for this race. Now, as we wait for our first competitor DVD to get ready for his main hot lap, we shall now rate for some facts, with El Rouge being one of the most difficult corners of here, and into Rodalon being a deadly track to anyone driving, can easily be taken out. And as DVD begins his hot lap, we now watch him going down. Let's hope he doesn't make any mistakes into this and tries to get a perfect hot lap. With pretty much everyone now outside the pits except for the Haas of Jay. Jay is currently winning, so he looks like doesn't think there is any need to try this race. With no matter how good the rest do, they will be getting 0 points and nothing can take him out. As we go, looks like as he enters sector 2, he gets that nice clean time with 50 seconds going in. We might get to see an under 2 minute time for him. And there's a yellow in sector 2, and it's Tiger who goes DNFs. We can figure out what happened. Let's have a look at what happened to him. Was it terminal damage or just a retirement? And he has terminal damage, getting the Haas out for the first time. As DVD comes along the line as we wait for DVD to set the first time this session, we wait now to see what he gets for sector 3 and gets a time. And that is still two drivers out in this first quali session is a magnificent problem. With 13 minutes going down already, we're still waiting for that first benchmark time to be set. Now coming down into the final turn, we're about to see Jim make his lap time. No, and he DNFs into the final corner. That is Jim out right near the pit straight. What is a lap time it is, and Banana is starting his first hot lap. Let's see how he will provide this race today. Now pretty much everyone is now in the pits, with GP in the pits, Michael in the pits, and Julius in the pits. DVD, the only one. DVD, Banana, and Lost, the only ones in the pits, with Banana the only one on his fast lap as of now. And Lost Ryan goes on his fast lap, letting through Banana to get a good time. As we go on board with Banana, we shall hopefully see some good times coming from, with the Alpine being currently in the tables third with 46 points. Will we see possibly them going past Alfa Romeo at 68 points and taking second in the Constructors' Championships? Well, we shall see here now. For Banana himself, he is currently fourth in the championships at 30 points, which is only 7 points below Littman, who is sadly not racing with us today, it looks like. So we might be seeing Littman get past today, and we'll be seeing a new time trial. We'll be seeing some new overtaking in this race. As Banana goes down the main straight, he sets a time of a 1:43.9, a good time for him to set. Now, will he be able to improve? Well, we shall see. DVD goes on to his hot lap and tries to see if he can take back pole. As Ryan goes down the main straight, and his time becomes a 1:43.6. Taking home pole position himself for it. Now, with just over 8 minutes remaining in this hot session, Jay is still the only one to not set a time. Is he just AFK in those pits, or is he just does he have a plan to win this session today? For all we know, he is winning and is uncontested for this championship. But we will see today. And Lost Ryan invalidates his lap somehow. It looks like he's got in a little time slow from him. For he is still pushing that car even when he's coming back into the pit lane, it looks like. And Banana invalidates his lap. Looks like he might have gone too right in one of those corners in Sector 3. Onto DVD. He's the next one to be able to set a fast lap. What are the chances of him setting a brand new pole position lap, or at least embedding his time up there? We're going to go back to Banana as he comes through the final corner. He goes into the pit lane. Now he looks like he'll be either switching out his tires or going for a new lap. Now as we watch DVD, he goes through the final chicane. Look, activates the straight, and we will see. Will he improve his time? Yes, but not position with a 1:45.2. With 6 minutes remaining of this quali, will we see anyone take hold from Lost? Will everyone else jump down to the pit lane? Who will be the next one to come out the pits to try and take on Lost and the Aston Martin in this race? And DVD is going slow. What is the main reason for him doing this? We don't know. Well, let's hope that he does not have any problems with his car right now, and he can come through safely to try and hopefully complete another lap. And he crashes out right into sector 2 early on. He crashes out, yellow flagging the area. And Lost Ryan is now back onto an out lap, going in to try and take or to extend his position with Julius behind him. With only just under 0.1 of a second separating them. Will Julius go back out to try and get everything? And when will Jay make his way out? And there's a yellow flag in Sector 3. We left with a yellow flag in Sector 3 when there's no one in there. We shall wait until we see some form of change and the next driver to come out of the pits. And Lost begins his second hot lap, hoping to improve his time even more and extending his lead ahead of the rest by maybe a couple seconds or hundredths of a second. And he is still the only driver left out on track for some reason. Jay is still not actually bothering to set his time. And looks like the Mercedes GP might be going out there, trying to overtake DVD in this time in exchange and get out of 6th position. For the rest of the grid, they're in. Nostro is now enters second 2 with a 52 seconds now. Let's see, will he continue to improve? And let's hope he doesn't accidentally invalidate his time at this rate. With only 2 minutes to go, it should be everyone should come out of the pits right now, or they're going to be too late to set a time. Especially with Jay, he needs to set a time some point, or he will be left in the dust for this race. And it is a purple sector 2 set by Lost himself. Great time, looks like he might be able to secure a new fastest lap. As he comes down the final chicane, and going down the final straight now, will he get a good time? And he will improve, and he massively improves by 1 minute 43.2, increasing his time by 4/10 of a second. That is a great job for him. And looks like everyone is out on the fat lap. Even Jay has now come out of the pits to begin his first lap. Looks like with a yellow flag in sector 1, incinerating Banana and maybe Julius. Looks like there is no damage to those cars alone, but we shall see it. GP beginning has already started his main lap. Nearly hitting the end of it. We shall see. Will he improve his time, or will he not? As he comes down the final chicane, oh, there's a yellow flag in sector 3. Will he improve? And he does not, and it looks like he does not improve in his time. But Banana now begins his second lap. Same with Michael. Will Michael be able to catch up on Banana during this lap? We shall see. But right now we have Jay himself, the current leader of the championship. Only not even got to the beginning. With 30 seconds to go, he has to try. Will he make it? Yes, looks like he is going to make it. He comes down the final chicane into it to begin his first and looks like only fast lap of the session. And here comes Julius, this final hot lap looks like. Or will he get a second one going? And Julius crosses the line. Crosses the line. As session comes to play. And that is it over. Qualifying is now complete, with now everyone else is on their final laps. And sadly GP invalidates his time by going right into sector 2. He will sadly not be able to set another time, so he continues in. For the rest of the grid, they are coming in. But Lost Him looks like it's DNF'd. Now, with 2 minutes on the clock, it is literal winner take all. With 4 drivers left in this standings. Who will actually take pole in this situation? We don't know, but we will find out today. Will Jay be able to extend his championship lead and win by a milestone? GP2 comes across the line to sadly with an invalid time not improve. But here comes Banana down the final chicane into the final straight. Will he improve his time itself by 2/10? And he does, improving his time at 2:08 by 2/10, by being 2/10 faster than Julius. Now, as it looks like Mike will be taking this down the main straight, he secures a time of a 1:44. With Jay taking a 1:45. a slow start to this session with 6th place. Let us see, will he be able to come back later on? We shall find out. But we'll be taking a quick break as we rate for the fast one, where the current grid set in, with the podium positions being Lost Ryan on pole position, Banana in second, and finalizing the top spots is Julius. Going into it, we shall literally see instant reports, with the McLaren being the first one to DNF, and sadly losing a title. But 4 DNFs in this entire race. That is amazing. That is a much bigger standpoint than we are to hope for. But let us see what will happen next after this race. Now, I'd like to welcome everyone to the race now on the Belgian Grand Prix. Who here is going to win it and hopefully extort some points? Will the Red Bull be able to take any points this session, or they're going to finish this season dead last, with them already lost the Constructor Championships? Will they be able to score some points and pass any of the others? With the current title looking like Haas has won both the Constructors and the Driver Championship, it's now just up to the other drivers to try and hopefully continue their lead, with Alpine and Mercedes being close behind each other. As we now start as the formation that begins, we see Lost Ryan setting the pace for the drivers going into the first turn. Let us hope we have no form of incidents in this entire race. And an incident going on with Jim and Ace are both disqualified for their little tap on each other. I see GP warming up his tyres, hoping for no one to spin out into this corner. As we set the details for this entire race, we shall be going with our penalties. Now we shall see this. As they come down into it, if they come through sector 2, we'll see these drivers warm up their tyres. Hopefully none of them crash out or get disqualified like Ace or YT did. The predicted strategies for this race looks like it'll be it's either one stop from medium to hard. But will anyone take the 2-stop strategy? We shall see today if anyone will. But today will be a little surprise if anyone does from what it looks like. As Lost goes down the final straight, they are now going to begin the forming up sequence. We're now waiting for the grid to form up, and soon for it. We're continuing to the pits for this stop, the second stop being stopping either around 10-12 or lap 5 to 8. Who will stop at this one? As we wait for the grid to form up, and there is it formed up. As we go on board Lost, let's see, will he get a good time? And it's lights out, and away we go. Lost gets a good time. Launch, and extending the lead out. as the all-lean passes Banana. Will we get any first lap 1, turn 1 incident? No, we do not. Ace and Jim keep it nice and clean as we begin down lap 1 into Rion. Will we see anyone overtaking? There's not much of a change today. And it's a big crash behind! And that is Jay DNFing himself. Jay has DNF'd. The current champion has DNF'd. And that is his race over on lap 1. And looks like it is a virtual safety car for this. Looks like nothing near for a full safety car. Getting the grid bunched up for even though for this close into the race. Will we see any major difference run here? From what it looks like, does anyone have any major ring damage from what it looks like? Looks like there is no ring damage towards most of the cars. So we will be racing everyone. If anyone jumping into the pits now will result in some damage. But who did actually cause this to change? And a green flag rolls out, and we are racing again. But there's another problem, and that is GP DNFing. He goes right, same with, and there goes Tiger DNFing as well. It's only lap 1, and we have 3 DNFs. What has happened today? From what it looks like, let us see. What type of strategy do we predict people are going to go for? Most people here are going for a 2-stop strategy, I believe, moving from the medium to the hard compound tyre. And Banana sets the fastest lap of a 2 minutes 10.342. And that is DVD going into the pits. Early pit stop. Where is it reasoned? And looks like he has some ring damage from maybe an early contact during the race. For the rest of the grid, he switches to the hard compound very early. Looks like he's going to try and do a reverse strategy from hard to medium instead. As DVD comes back out the pits, dead last and 22 seconds behind the grid. Oh, looks like some near contact from both Jim and Banana, but looks like they both decide to not do it. And it's a red flag, it looks like, from the session. And it's a red flag from the session. For it looks like from the contact we had in it. That is all that looks like. We shall now continue and restarting this race. From these current positions, we will be restarting. We're starting off with Ryan taking first, Mitchell being second, Julius third, Ace fourth, Banana fifth, Jim sixth, and DVD in seventh. We'll now be red flagging this session to restart back from the beginning. Now, as we wait for us to actually begin, but do these guys know we're restarting? Looks like they have figured out, so that is it. We begin our new one with a new request coming in to people. Waiting for people to receive it. That's Lost Radian retiring his car. And that be the session over? But sadly these things do not count. For now we shall wait for the new lobby to begin and to see what will actually happen after that. After that massive turn 1 incident with 3 drivers DNFing into lap 1, the current champion himself unable to win it, even his own best, he did not have that luck. As we begin loading into the new session and waiting for it, we do have the grid all lined up. Well, let's do hope the grid itself does contain safety, and hope we do not have another incident into turn 1 and into lap 1 itself. Now, as we wait for the restart to be pending, with all the drivers currently being put into their correct grid spots, how would that crash in lap 1 was real terrible, with 2 drivers being DNF'd, especially during the formation lap. Well, we shall see. Will we have another formation lap go into turn 1 and 2 drivers being disqualified, or are we going to jump straight to a race itself? We shall see in moments to come. Well, we're going to take a quick short break, folks, as we wait for the rest of the grid to line up. We'll be back sooner than later. Now, as looks like as the race begins, we shall now wait for the race to fully restart on its own and see whether an actual brand, well, we shall actually see. Will someone come in, or will we have a much bigger change, and who is going to win this? Now, will Will have a good start as of lap 1 last time, or is he going to have a terrible start this time? With a full restart from lap 1, meaning we go back to the original positions, because we only committed. And it's 4 lights going, and we begin our formation lap. looks like where we left off from lap 1. Now as we begin our little things, everyone again looks like is going to be going on the 2-stop strategy from a medium to a hard compound tire, as long as no incident happens and no one gets disqualified. Will we see any changes? We're not. As the hashtag goes wide, the hashtag tiger goes wide during the formation lap. The current strategy looks like it'll be a stop on lap 18 to 12 for the hard tire compound. But maybe if these guys push the tires too much, we might see a change. We see Michelle going past to try and take that third position to be in the correct positioning. Hopefully these drivers are keeping it clean. But it looks like after that first lap incident, we might not have a clean race after all. And Banana and Julius has disqualified. Same with DVD and Ace, they have been all disqualified. What is going on here now? We've got 4 drivers disqualified from our formation lap. What has gone on with them and what happened? When we see some, I think we might be seeing some incident reports anyway from that first lap, from that first session incident. But it looks like they might be dismissed, or will they? But we shall see. Will any incident take place now? Or are we gonna hopefully have an incident-free race? Tune in. And looks like we are restarting again for some reason. Oh my lord, that's a lot of disqualifications. But we are restarting, so everyone moves off into a new lobby, starting again from the original positions from qualifying, with looks like no one in. Now, will we have qualifying? Let's find out. Not qualifying. Will we have a formation lap? As we have a confirmation to see whether a formation lap is going to happen. We will find out hopefully very soon. But for now on, we're gonna take a little break again to wait for the race to begin for the 3rd time. So as we wait for everyone to join up, let us go for the current standing once more. Jay's it looks like he's going to win this race with 103 points. Michael in second in the championship with 68. And then going down, we got Littman in 37. Barber with 30 points. Mike with 20. And it looks like it is a thought so we might be doing our formation lap. But thought Loss has not chosen the Aston Martin team. Will he quickly pick his car right now? Or has he forgotten to do so? But as we wait, we shall return soonly when the race begins. We are back, folks, as we wait for everyone to load in quickly. We are now figuring out, will we have another incident? This is our third restart of the session with a double red flag today. We have not seen this amount of chaos since Australia 2023 this year. Now, with us not having a safety car incident is the much weirder part. No safety car has been deployed on this track, but however we are to it. And it's a formation up once more. Lost right he's in the Mercedes. What the hell is going on with him? He's in the Mercedes. When did that happen now? GB also in the Mercedes. He's lost right, and has he just switched teams and gone to the Mercedes? Or has he forgotten to say himself to the Aston Martin? That is the ultimate confusion now. Everyone else looks like in the right car itself. All but lost. What the hell happened with him in that Mercedes? Has there been a mix-up in the garage and someone had passed him along the Mercedes? Or why is he slowing down? And that's contact between Michael and Lost. Michael lost, and that's Michael. He is disqualified. Lost is driving very slow down the straight now. What is happening with him? The Banana is currently setting the pace, now currently leading the pack with it. Now as the rest of the grid continues to go, we are still bamboozled. Oh, Lost Road loses it slightly. Oh, will that be a problem? No, it's not. He goes right into the next turn. Oh, and he spins out. Now let's see, will he rejoin the track safely? And he does. Let us see, what is our pit strategy today? It looks like we're going to continue on that two-stop strategy. But if we remember, like last time, that strategy did not go to plan. Now, as we wait to see for the grid to form back up, will we get red flagged again in formation, or are we going to continue down? But we shall now wait and see for the results for it. As we come down the final chicane now, we shall start seeing the drivers will now form themselves back up. And hopefully this time will be the last forming up we do for this session. Now, what are we going to blame this on today? And that is JT disqualified. What did he do? And that's Julius disqualified as well. DVD disqualified for the third tour as well. What the hell happened with him? GV spinning out on him. He is the last driver to form himself up. But what is that grid placement from Lost? Lost grid placements is just weird as hell. As we wait for the 5 lights to come out. And it's lights out, and away we go for the second time today. And as it comes in, Lost tries to hold position, and he does. Well, let's see, will we have a lap 1 incident again? Another clean up. Oh no! And that is another. It looks like that is a spin from Julius and DVD. What the hell happened there with these two? It's just, what is wrong with that first corner being a spin central? As we look down the grid to see DVD is now in dead last with a 5-second gap. As we continue into lap 1, will we see any more sort of things coming into it? Will there be a DNF some point in this lap 1? We shall wait and see. As Viper goes right into sector 2, he has a very dangerous maneuver, nearly forcing him to DNF himself and maybe bring Tiger with him. As they go by Lost himself. Well, it looks like it might be like Michael tries to take an attack on the winnings of Junior. Will he be able to do it? Using the DRS to hopefully get a slipstream behind him. But he is unable to do so. So we continue moving on to the drivers behind. And that is a 3-second timetable penalty from Tiger for multiple warnings. Could this resulted in him cutting corners, or what was the reason? We do not know. But as we now move on to lap 2, so far incident free. Righty, and now Jim going into lap 2. DVD starting his second lap. Who has now started his second lap today. That is a surprise on the penalty line today, with already time penalties going in and out. This is the weirdest restart we've had to date. Drivers coming in, so far no DNS. And we see now, remember our first pit stops as expected around lap 10 to 12, with that being the pit stop range for today's race. Well, if any damage comes along, we will see an early pit stop. From what Jim and DVD shown, none of them had contact and caused damage to themselves or another driver, so they are going to be going in free. But we might see something with DVD and Jim might maybe release a statement, or maybe they got spun out from what it looked like. Something from a contact caused them to spin out and lose control in that corner. As we move on, oh, and it's a yellow sector 3. What is there? Who is just? Someone's gone off the track today? And that's Lost Ryan setting a fastest lap of 1 minute 47.8. And looks like DRS is enabled. Remember, DRS is when if you're 1 second of the car ahead, you can get DRS, which allows you to go much faster, reducing your drive in it. But DVD and Jim is now caught up to DVD massively, with only with just over a second separating these two. And returning to Michael, and that is Michael. Jay makes a move on the Michael with his stick. Turn 1, second turn. Will he hold this point? And he does hold this overtake. But it looks like Michael be not. Oh, Michael tries to dart down the inside but pulls out early, limiting a possible DNF on him and hoping not another penalty. But these two are really fighting it out for this position. But sooner or later, and it's a yellow flag in sector 2. And it's JP who has spun off track. And it's Ace! A time penalty for multiple warnings. Has he been corner cutting, or has he just extended the track length a bit too much, causing him to be punished for it? That shows folks right and Spartan both being deadly track. It punishes you for this, being one of the longest tracks in Canada. But even these 22 laps might seem short. They are long to these drivers, as Lost comes down to begin his third lap. Now it looks like Merkel's tires are now on 3 laps. Oh, look here. We have Jay right now on the hard compound tire. This is a weird strategy move. Is he going to be going from the hard to the soft to the mediums here? Another two-stop strategy in the reverse end of it. And that is Viper, a 3-second timetable, and Tiger gets another 3-second time penalty added onto him, causing him to have 6 seconds. That might benefit Ace a bit more, taking both Ace and Viper being both close to him right now. Ace does not have DRS, trying to make a move on Viper right now. The gap separating these and it is a near contact cut with Viper and Ace. Now, from what you see there is no red flag over yet, but will one happen? We will wait and see, folks. We will wait and see. we're continuing on, a little bit of refiguration from there. Now as we continue down, looks like into it. Oh, there's a spin, looks like, from another driver. This looks like GP2 must stay out or something. So it looks like he's going ahead, continuing on. Moving in, continuing his raid down the straight. And the amount of spins GP2 has had, he still nearly 8 seconds behind the grid. DVD and Jim both fighting it out. Jim hoping to overtake DVD and secure himself lineage into the points, and securing a point for himself to not be dead last in the championships with no points. And there he goes. The Red Bull's got DRS now coming down the straight. With only with over half a second separating them, he has the tiniest right for himself to have a good maneuver. He does not, and his grapple decides to increase back to what it was like. It continues going. Ooh. Jim goes right into that corner. And we shall see right where the restarts available. And it looks like there's another battle from Michael and Julius. Michael trying to make a move out into Julius. Really going down the inside at some point. Oh, he gets a good exit. He gets the better exit towards Julius. It's going to allow him to get that extra straight line speed. And coming down to it, when it comes to that DRS corner, he is going to have that DRS going down. He'll have that advantage, but look at that. Michael's slowing down, it looks like Julius is speeding up a bit more. Coming into the chicane. He is hoping someone locks up on this track. That's a 3-second time to 1-3 for multiple warnings as well. Time penalties are flying in and out in this day's race. Who's next for turn 2? We shall find out later on. As we are only 4 left. He's coming in, a gap is now starting to show between the leaders. Video comes through, they show no more mercy. Ooh, what's on from the Haas there? And the Williams of DVD struggling to just race it down that straight. Jem wanting to fight on to DVD himself, slicing at that track. As we go down, looks like there's not many battles going on as of yet, but oh, that looks like another battle between Julius and Michael in. And it's a yellow flag in sector 2. Who has caused that? We do not know. Going back to Michael, oh, he's got an off track. Oh god, it is such a time penalty for that maneuver with multiple warnings. And will he try and make a move on Julius? Looks like he will try one. Will he get a better exit? He does get a better exit speed. Going on the inside, but looks like he lost his exit speed a bit too much. Julius trying to find a way to defend it. Will he be able to? Looks like he has been able to keep that distance strong between the two drivers. And that is a DNF from Jim. Because he hit the wall too much. Same with DVT. Did these two go into contact with each other? But that is a pit lane where that is Michael. Find something for a collision with Julius first hit. Will Michael be 7 for his time penalty? We shall find out. When Julius goes in the pits, we see what are the drivers going in for. Let's figure out what tyres are they going into. Julius pits for the hard compound tyres. Michael pitting into the hards. Same with Ace. Everyone who's going into the pits is going for it. Driver's not pitting though. Surprise, surprise for it. But we're going to continue. Lap 7. Do we have a virtual safety car? It looks more like a VSC. Oh no, that is a safety car on track from back there. Because the drivers are trying, it looks like Rowe is now moving in to try and catch it up. and start forming the grid. Yes, Nana from behind. Oh, is that a debris coming off one of the cars? Whose car was that came off? Well, for now on, there's no overtaking. But we've seen in the first formation that no matter what, an instant can really happen on this side. No matter what conditions we are being told to do. Oh, and there's another time penalty, it looks like, for someone. We've got the time penalty. Looks like it's Tiger, looks like, no, it is Ace. Second time penalty. Again, it looks like it might be a promotional warning. Looks like Ace is beginning to wreck. There's a safety car, looks like he's being deployed on track. Ace, and then it goes lost into the pits. So, same with Banana himself. Looks like, will they both be going on to the medium high? Looks like these two both might be picking it. Jay still having trash medium tires. Surprising he has done this far on these tires. Now will he pit? Knowing he has the first time, no he does not. He stays out. Slows down. Looks like he was going a bit too fast maybe. Someone's gone into the pits now, looks like, and that is Michael into the pits. No, he got it. No, he only recently just pitted for new tires. So when he made a pit, it was just a drive-through penalty he is serving. So he dumps in for the pits. What tires is he switching to? He's switching back on the meters, but also now replacing that front wing of his. Now, as all the ground start lining up behind the car itself, we shall hopefully might see some action happen today. As now, the action has begun, but no one itself is doing that. And the guys are now trying to get time on, but what is Striker doing? He's keeping a very good distance away from his competitor Julius. Michael now is trying to catch up the field, but looks like he'll be catching up. Seeing that maybe the safety car will be in this lap, we shall see, folks. But from what it looks like, we might have the safety car in that point. Oh, that was a close maneuver from Banana, nearly causing contact between him and Lot. Michael's corner to the safety car good. Is this now as we approach it, we really have seen the safety car come into the track. But what is Banana doing? He's getting very close to Lost in those corners. He is not wanting to really go away. He wants to keep that distance between him. And it is safety car in this lap. Let us see. It's Lost who gets to when Lost accelerates. He is going to settle the field, but looks like he might be going in. He's trying to finish up warming his tires in a weird way. Lost when that safety car comes, with the safety, he has left that gap between that safety car and himself. What's going on? What are you doing next round? He has lost a hard break. And there he goes, trying to hard break it and trying to hopefully get past. And Jay, and it's about to fight to turn one. It's between Jay and Viper. Will they touch? And they avoid contact, luckily. And that is Viper out. Viper has crashed. And one lap after the safety car, and he has already crashed. What a surprise, folks. What a surprise. Will we see another safety car, or will we see a red flag here in the session? Let us wait and see what is to come and play. With now us having 23 laps to go, let's see, folks, what's going to happen in these next final laps. For everyone has except Jay is on the hard comp. Everyone except Jay and Michael on the hard comp. I mean, they will have to make a third pit stop in this race, folks. But when will they do it, and how will it benefit them? We'll see. But they have the better tire. I mean, they might have more traction coming into overtaking. Oh, and that's near contact between Ace and Tiger. With Michael behind, trying to hopefully waiting for it. But that looks like contact between the two drivers. That is definitely the best. That might be looked at sooner or later when that happens. But from what I saw, that looks like contact between these two drivers. Let's leave these two drivers alone. Look around. Also, this might be the most action-packed driving race now. Between these two drivers. It looks like Ace is going to get DRS. No, DRS is not enabled this lap. DRS being enabled next lap, hopefully. We might be able to see some overtakes happening. To turn on, it looks like Michael is overtaking the McLaren. And the McLaren make a move? Yeah, the McLaren tries to make a move. Ooh, McLaren backs down, lowering the accident chance. So there he goes, tries to make a move. He doesn't have DRS, but he has the thing of DRS. There goes DRS, chasing DRS. And there he goes. He successfully overtakes Michael. Then that's just what Michael ain't having it. He now wants to come back for round 3. All being close-ups from the hot breaking too hard. Sadly causing him to not have a good race. Main title fights up to between Michael and Ace. With everyone else not in, with only 2 drivers. Only 3 drivers in DRS distance from each other, whilst holding a good positioning still in the first place. However, he hasn't even lost his position and holding his pole position all race as of now. But that's a yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. That's Ace off the track. Yellow flag sector 3, where is that? Who is forced? What is happening to them? Looks like whatever happened is now over. But that was a real terrible action that happened. Did you see anything else happened? The DRS is enabled, meaning after this, as they come up the hill, Jay looks like might have a good attack option. It was lost as it comes down. As Jay comes down, ready on, who knows? Ready on, hopefully getting some. Hopefully not an Antoine Hubert and gonna crash out. And he activates DRS. And there he has DRS in the main straight. With less than half a second separation. This is DRS stepping in. And it's, what is it looking like? It's a restart. The race is restarting once more. And surprising turn of events today as what? Oh no, looks like we are cutting out that restart. But what is happening right now in the chat? People are saying there's gonna be a restart. They want one right now. But it looks like it's another safety car. And that is another safety car. Welcome to, it looks like Spa has turned into the new Australian Grand Prix now, with him securing multiple, and I mean multiple safety cars and red flags. With pretty much half the grid is DNF. Ace DNF, Viper, Ace, Viper, Jim DNFing in the points, luckily giving him to score 2 points for the team. DVD in 10th and GP in 11, the first one to DNF today. But will anyone be DNFing? Oh, Michael goes down the pits. Same with Tiger and same with Jay. All three of them dumping out on the pits to looks like what will happen. Is Tiger moving on to a new soft tire? It looks like yes, Jay moves on to the medium tire compound. What will Jay and Michael be moving on to? Michael moving on to the mediums, and same with Michael. He's on the medium. Michael's on the hard compound tire. Tiger's on the mediums, but everyone else is now continuing from this point onwards. What is going on here? Everything has gone to hell in this race. Will we see a restart? Will we not? This safety car itself has caused so many problems this lap. And it doesn't look like it is racing instantly. These are driver errors. These are major errors being made by these drivers. Not just basic, but these are major. Let's see, the current penalties is a 6 second for Tiger and a 3 second for Michael. And looks like we are not restarting. People still argue there should be one, but we are not to restart. We will now continue on for the oh! Goes into right. Actually, Tiger nearly going into the back of his own teammate Jay. Keeping that nice, sticking in third gear. Moving up the gears to try and hopefully a life mistake in third and fourth. And DVD is now arguing in the Discord currently about him DNFing. And it does show who here, how, if he has to argue over the restart. Does it show good driving skill from him alone? Shout out to DVD and the Williams for being such a sore loser and DNFing the second car. And looks like it's the safety car. It looks like the safety car will be doing one more lap. Yes, the safety car will do one more lap. Everyone has caught up to field, meaning we're going to do one long lap. But what is happening? We are waiting for confirmation. Let's wait for confirmation. Maybe this is what's going to happen with this session. We will find out. As everyone is just warming up their tires, waiting for this safety car to come in for another lap. With it looking like this will be the final lap of the race, we will not have it. Let's say this will be the final lap for this safety car. Everyone is caught up to the grid and there's no other accident that has happened recently. And they would have cleared up that crash that happened earlier. So let us see what's going to happen next between the best of the best drivers today and foretold. As they now enter into sector 2, as they're entering our sector 2, looks like we're going to see that they slow down immediately. It looks like the Discord, let's see what people arguing for at restart. But their arguing has gone into it. And there's Dre and the Dre now really insulting these guys. Calling them pussies for just suggesting a restart today. Unifying himself, he is himself. Doesn't want this restart. No, these people who are DNF, these were to our eyes, they were just did so many terrible things. And how they DNF was just they took each other out with them. And that is a problem? Let's see. With our current DNF range looking like Ace DNF, with our current DNF, with our starters the first two last DNF being GP, DVD, YT, or Jim. The actual only himself DNFing, Jesus Christ, Viper, and finally Ace. They all. And shit is going on in global chat as we know on the Discord. Let's hope this does not continue going forward. But as we wait for confirmation of safety car coming in this lap. Will we have a safety car in this lap? Looks like Lost does the same anyway again. If it is in this lap, we might have a good game. And that's the safety car in. Remember, there's no overtaking to the green lines. But Aces looks like they're not having it. They are all trying to get closer together. But that is Lost driving up that field and launching himself down. And we got DNF going into turn 1. And that's contact between. That is contact between Michael and Tiger. They contact into turn 1. Rather than turning in, looks like more of an instance of Michael turning into Tiger. Hopefully no more. DRS is still not active this lap. Julie's coming down on Michael, trying to take his position back. He secures an overtake. And that is, looks like there's no one DNF. It looks like there might be one happening. But we come into it hoping that no one else is going to DNF in this track. And we have a nice clean race going forward into race 6. With 9 laps to go, looks like everyone is currently right now. Let's look at the tyres right now. Everyone is on. And one looks like Jay and Tiger, they're going to be pushing now their medium comfort to the limit. They'll be down that limit sooner than later. Julius, will he manage to have that compound tire coming in? We'll find out whether he himself wants to do anything or nothing what happens to him. But these hard compound tires are going to be pushed. With currently Julius, Lost, and Banana having the oldest of tires. Michael currently the youngest, highest. With Michael having the youngest of the hard tires, they will be able to last in these tires, but will the others? Will he have a good chance and a good DNFing or pitting again? But for what it looks like from the rest, they might want a DNF coming in, so it might be another straight. So it looks like it might be everyone pits down for new fresh tires. James looks like he's pushing in, and that looks like another penalty for him. Tiger's 9-second penalty. Well, it looks like he'll be finishing dead last this race. Jay is very close to loss. Looks like he may be playing an overtake maybe into this corner. Was DRS enabled? We will find out. He's not. And Jay starts a new fastest lap. Is DRS enabled for this lap this time as well? We have no information on that to come. And so many people are now on the next lap. Jay gets the better exit speed, and it's Theo who has the DRS as well. And there he goes, falling away from Lost, as Lost looks into the back of Jay. Seeing Jay literally light up, he extends his lead ahead into the championship. With a gap formed between Julius and Michael, Tiger and Julius, a 3-second gap was formed. Between Julius and Michael, they are a 5-second gap. They are not having, looks like Michael ain't having a good weekend today. But Tiger with 9 seconds, he looks like he has to really drive fast if he wants to actually keep his P4 and itself try and not be able to be put into P6 and Julius. Well, as long as these 6 drivers don't off DNF, it is going to be points to everyone. With 7 laps to go, and we'll see, will there be another pit stop today, or are these drivers going to stay in it? As they come up to it, they come up to the final chicane again. Will anyone decide to go into the pits? Jay does not. No, does it? No one looks like has decided. Looks like no one yet has decided to pit. Jay does not. Michael, will he pit and try for new tyres? No, he does not. 6 laps to go today, folks, and we are still racing out. Jay in pole with Jay, with the following order going: Jay, Lost, Vivian, Fernando, Tiger, Julius, and Michael. See, will we get any more insanity today, folks? Or will we see some more problems and noise today? And that's Banana DNFing! Looks like he's going to ride and then DNF. And looks like as Michael comes by where Banana is DNF, slowly misses him. And that's Tiger! What a 12-second penalty! How many penalties is this man going to get today? We will find out sooner than later. What's it's another safety car. What is it with today and the safety car? This is Australia, folks, again for you. This is truly Australia. And that is Jules, and looks like someone into the pits. It's Jay and Lost. Will they be pitting for today? Looks like Jay Lost is pitting. He's also serving a time penalty as well. But he pits for the soft tyres. Same with Jay, he's serving for the soft tyres as well. So Lost comes in. Is Michael going for the soft tyre as well? We will see soon. Michael is pitting for softs. Everyone is pitting for softs except Julius and Tiger. They think they might be able to take a 5-lap sprint on these are old mediums and old cars we're talking about, folks. And we got fresh softs from Jay, Lost, and Michael. Not what it looks like. Tiger. Let us see the current penalties right now. Tiger securing a 12-second penalty, and Michael with a 3-second penalty. Well, and looks like Lost and Jay have both made it up to the grid. Michael still having time to catch, still has things to catch up. Now, with the incident being cleared, Michael catches up in time. Looks like we will. We might be getting a run deep. We might have a no safety car might come in this lap. Hopefully causing us to go racing again. And not another DNF. If it restarts, looks like the best bet we're going to do is just another 5-lapper. With 5 laps of racing. Michael's slowing down hopefully to not hit the driver ahead of him. And also being really like no driver at all. Looks like, remember, Lost and Jay are fighting to see who can go ahead of each other. But Julius and Tiger have to be careful. That safety car comes in this lap, they won't have time to pit. And if it doesn't, oh my, what is Julius doing? Right, going flipping to that corner. Flipping the ground a bit. Now we'll see. The safety car coming in this lap. There we go. Ooh. There we go, keeping his best, keeping close to that safety car. He really wants it. Looks like if it comes, he might want. Julius and Tiger want it to stay out. They don't want him in. They know if it comes in, they are done for with their tires. And the safety car does not come in. Julius and Jay, Tiger, do not pit. Causing them to do one more lap. It looks like we're only going to do. Looks like we're going to not get that many laps of racing today, folks. With these melts, safety cars and restarts, we're then continuing on with someone with us down to 5 drivers. With Banana causing pulling out the safety car. Let us hope we do not get another incident again today. And we are still waiting for Jules again having that close pull into Tiger. And it's very close for him. He is very much risking his own future and his actual desire to continue this race. With him already not wanting a restart. And again going into nearly Jay, Tiger. What is this going on? What is he doing? He should not be doing this, folks. I think this might turn into him being. This is something the FIA might want to look into, because that he should not be able to be going that deep and close into a driver like that, especially in safety car conditions. You see, Tiger's main objective is to try and keep up with that safety car. He wants, and the safety car comes in this lap. Remember, Tiger still has that 12-second penalty. Meaning he needs to get, when that safety car comes in, he needs that good launch. Why is Julius getting so close? Well, Tiger, if Tiger strikes early, that is his. All counts a really great check-in today. We will see. Now, no point burning your wheels here, but for Tiger and Julius, this has got to be so terrible for them. The safety car is in the minute they come past that chicane. It's the minute every race. Slowing down the grid. Is he gonna like that? Who is it? Is someone into the penalty? No, it is not. And we are racing again on lap 20 for the final 3 laps. We will be racing. Will we have another turn 1 incident? Oh. and Lost makes a move onto Julian. Michael as well. Those old car tires are not doing him great. They are really not doing great for him today. What a team though. No, Jay is right now really